episode 3 we have here today. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed episode 2. Today is another episode of the Tactical Tuesday here on the MCP network. And if you were the kind of person who came for the content but stayed for the accent, I have good news for you, because today we'll have twice the Austrian accent. And I welcome here today Stefan from our local gaming club. Stefan, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Hello, thanks for having me.
Stefan is one of the OG gamers here in our Vienna meta, and he's like the decisive person when it comes to playstyle. He beats us all usually, and that's why he is the captain of Team Austria at the WTC, which made the really big accomplishment of being runner-ups last year. Congratulations again, even though it's already a long time ago. Stefan, can you say a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Stefan. I play MCP since I think 2020. And yeah, mainly Avengers, starting to play X-Men and a lot of other stuff.
Great. So we see here the Avengers Assemble card. He's our prime Avengers player. And this game that we will have a look into was a game of the TTS League, of the League 13. And you had a quite interesting opponent. Who was it?
It was Mr. Pat Dunfords, yes.
Mr. Pat Dunfords. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to zoom out and turn on the streamer view. And here we are. This is the game, a game which can be seen also at Dr. Norbert's channel, who does a great job with his live streams. Stefan, can you tell us a little bit about the game so far? What happened? How did we come to this situation?
Yes, so this is round 3 of my game against Pat. It started with round 1. We have Major Fisk and Skrulls. Toad picked up the Skrull over here. Pat chose the Skrull with Black Panther, picked it up. And Black Widow picked up my Skrull. Then the decisive things were I put Luke Cage over here, in the first turn. And Thanos moved up. I think it was like Cosmic Portal him away, and Voodoo was also like at the point somewhere here at the Major Fisk, and he punched Voodoo for 5 damage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And basically set up the next turn for a daze on Voodoo. Yeah. Which he actually managed in his second turn, and Black Widow was like standing over here. He also one-shot her with his energy spender. Okay, and not a great start for me. I made, I think, 6 points at the first round, and we were at 8-8 after the second round. 8-6 after the second round.
Yeah, don't get fooled by the wrong name on top. Actually, Pat was sitting in the blue spot, so where Stefan's nick Lunatic Machine was actually Pat's play. So he had 6 points, and Stefan managed to get 8 points. And then we are here in the current state. We forgot some activated tokens because everybody was activated on Pat's side actually. And I see a lot of injured models, and Sam is dazed here. What happened?
Yeah, Sam is dazed. I think it was the Wakanda Forever turn. Killmonger took his attacks into Sam to manage to daze him. Thanos was the last activation on Pat's side. He was standing over here next to Luke Cage, beginning the activation. Tried to attack, I think it was Dr. Voodoo, but Luke Cage used Dangerous to Ignore to draw the attack onto himself, which he survived. Mm-hmm. I think the second attack also went into Luke Cage, and afterwards Thanos space jammed himself next to the witness over here. And now it's my turn.
Yes, and you have 3 models to activate Black Widow, which is Black Widow 3, actually, Luke Cage, and Toad. And what I noticed, or we discussed it, so we went through this situation together before, so we analyzed it already, contrary to the other 2 episodes. So I'm still trying to figure out which is the more interesting way how to do the things. So we came to the conclusion that actually you have a chance of scoring out this round. So there is the possibility, right?
Yeah, so if I can manage to score both witnesses and take away the scroll on Thanos and Killmonger and pick it up, then I'll manage to score 8 points and take it home in round 3.
Mm-hmm. And you need to manage to not get pushed off the point, right, from the model that picks up at the left.
Also,
at the left
everything
witness.
has to go perfectly.
Yeah, sure. However, we cannot count, I think, with killing Thanos in this situation. He has still 6 hit points left. So what's the point here to figure out is what to do and not lose the game round 4, right? Because there is the possibility, or there is a world where he just destroys everything you have when the next round starts.
Yeah. So Pat's roster is designed that way, that he can punch all my models just off the table. Yeah. But my goal is here to score as many victory points as possible. Yeah.
What were your first thoughts when you had this situation?
So my first thoughts were actually to get Thanos off the point, because if I manage to get Thanos off the point and probably put as much damage as I can into him, there's a possibility that I can probably rob him of the activation next round. And also, the witnesses are basically easier for me to score, because Thanos, to get the witness off him, Killmonger has some damage, but I don't get that many attacks into him. There's also the Black Panther leadership with his rerolls. It's quite annoying. Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there is only one way how you can displace the Scythe 3 model, which is with Luke Cage Spender in this case.
I think Luke Cage. So my options were taking the Spender with Luke Cage. I hope for the Wild to throw him away. Mm-hmm. Like I thought probably I can. It's an omnidirectional throw, so probably throw him like over here, somewhere. Maybe in range of in range of Black Widow, so she can use her 7 power to do the Spender and probably roll trigger and also do some damage and a medium move, just probably to end up anywhere. Like she can make another attack into Killmonger. Yeah, all the possibilities.
So like in this direction, but here is the possibility that he's still on the point, right? While when you are
was one consideration. Yeah, the thing is also if I just I see the rule how many damage goes through. So if I just roll a Wild, I probably just throw him somewhere over here, just out of the action. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This was my initial thought when displacing him is to try, because his death decree is quite dangerous, right? But then again, you will not get out of the range of Black Panther, and you will hardly manage that Killmonger will not be within 4 because he has the charge online. So the topic of death decree, I think, in this particular situation is not so much of a topic, because you will not be able to avoid it anyway, right?
Yes, it's inevitable, so to speak. Okay. Yeah. So this was one thought that I had, just to try and displace Thanos, and was actually, I was planning on do this first before anything else. So because if this doesn't work, then I have to plan around and at least move Luke Cage to the Witness, so that we both that none of us can score the Witness. Yeah. So
Okay, so this is the quite obvious plan because you're in range. You can throw him basically in any direction. In my opinion, I don't know if I would risk the case that he's still on the Witness, and then you basically can only tie it anyway, and you don't have any more ways of displacing him. For Toad, I think also here the activation is quite obvious for this round, because you will be able to just walk here and at least contest. You might even push him off with one attack, or might push a damage through, and then Black Widow can come up and finish Killmonger off, right?
Yeah. This was also the plan, but I wanted to see how the if Thanos gets moved off the Witness or not. Just.
So in this situation, you had Black Widow, who has a lot of tools, right? Can you somehow say what went through your mind with her in this situation?
I wanted to have her activate after I did some attacks, because she was also a model that could pick up a Skrull. Yeah. So probably just after I attack Thanos or Killmonger, just to see where a Skrull pops off, so to say. The Skrull got loose, and she could pick it up and move with a long move to another Witness, probably. Yeah, she has also 7 power, so I wanted to at least get one spender out of her. Yeah, it's potential to do quite some damage. Yeah, and offers a lot, also mobility. Yeah, she was probably saved, as I said before, either to damage Thanos or to get Killmonger dazed. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our main round 3 way to go ahead, so to speak. If you win this Witness, Toad will daze, right? Because he will be able to move it next to him, so he dazes in the cleanup phase, and then you have 3 injured models, and with a very angry Black Panther and a very angry Killmonger, most probably. So what were your plans looking into the next round?
Yeah. Thing is, I wanted to have as much of a victory point lead as possible, and Black Panther is on not much power in the next round. Yeah, I think he has a 3 power at max from the start. So he probably could pounce and do some attacks. He already had played Wakanda Forever at this point, so it was just 2 attacks basically. Yeah.
So
probably if Toad gets doesn't get focused on the next round, he probably just picks up a Skrull and runs away. It was one plan. He'll run away like over here or over here.
Just out of the action, right?
From there, yeah, from the Skrull, just out of the way, and keeping the Skrull safe and score the victory points. So Pat has to go chase, and doesn't have as many models to contest the Witnesses. Basically, just spread out and use my model advantage. That I probably not sure, but yeah, probably have some more models left.
Okay, so let's to displace Killmonger is not so likely because you need a wild on a 4-die attack, so it will not happen with a high probability. So the thing is, so as I see it, Toad moves over here, puts a damage, maybe 1 damage into Killmonger. Black Widow would need to move up to negate the cover, right? To do some damage into Killmonger. But will she do three damage to him with her spender? Do you think is possible? You have the experience with her.
I think the possibility is like for her trigger, there's a 7 dice physical attack into 4 defense with a reroll. And if I roll a trigger, falls like a 50-50, I guess, something like that. Then I get a 5 dice energy with reroll any, and also skulls. So if I get a trigger, I'm quite confident.
Okay, so the chance is, let's say, rather okay. There is like a chance that he doesn't do any damage, but we cannot rely on the days, right? So we have to assume that they are just tying the point, right? Toad and
because mine are injured and Killmonger is not. Oh no, sorry.
Toad is still healthy.
Yeah, this was
okay. Yeah. However, we can assume that Luke Cage will roll the wild, right? I think is more common than not that he rolls the wild. So you will have this point.
I was already planning to put Luke Cage here and on the either way because I have to deny the point. Witness.
That anyway, yes. And also, what is important, you still have heroes for higher up, yes. and you create a bigger bubble. And to displace him, he would either need to put one attack with Panther in him. Also, with too dangerous to ignore, you can just negate Panther to hit somebody. Yeah. Yeah.
So Luke Cage ending up here somewhere was always the plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to soak up attacks.
Okay, but for our calculation in round 3, we can assume that one of the witnesses we can get. That means we score 4 points. We are at 12, which means that next round we have to score also 4 points to somehow score out the game and not lose to the attrition.
The thing is, I'm not sure which model Pat would activate on his next round first.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on his choices, I probably get at least one more Sam trigger, leadership trigger also out of this. So I can probably evacuate Toad or get Luke Cage in another
better spot.
Better spot, yeah.
Okay.
So there's also things to factor out. So think about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So even if he kills Sam, right, you get a last trigger.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, that was ruled. Yeah. Killmonger might even be the best first activation next round. Even though there is an angry Voodoo standing next to Black Panther. I mean, it's a tough situation for Pat in any case because every model that he has is somehow dangerous for his, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and also Black Panther on the injured side with his death decree, 9 dice reroll any. But yeah, he deletes my models, so probably he can choose his activations. Yeah,
sure.
But has tough choices nonetheless. Yeah.
Maybe we can resolve how it went. So what did you do in the game?
Yeah, I did Luke Cage activation first. I spent 4 for Sweet Christmas. And it was indeed a sweet Christmas because Thanos got dazed.
Yeah.
I pushed 6 damage through. Yeah. And that made my life a lot easier. So the scroll dropped. Luke Cage picked up the scroll. Scroll dropped. We simulated like the scroll dropped over here. Luke Cage picked it up, got pushed, but ended up over here at the dumpster. Like Widow.
You couldn't walk onto the point?
No, I think it was too close. I didn't want to risk it, and also I wanted to have Luke Cage in a position where he could evacuate probably
just run away
scroll afterwards. Yeah, run away to the victory point. Black Widow did, I think it was 1 spender into Killmonger from over here. Probably I think 1 or 2 damage. I think it was 2 damage or something like that. Of course, didn't do it and ended up here at the witness to score the witness, and Toad moved once.
Mm-hmm.
Did his 4 dice tongue lash into Killmonger, rolled the wild for the push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Pat thought a little bit about it, but paid 3 for recalibration matrix to make us both reroll. Sadly, I didn't get the wild for a second time, but it was a glorious moment nonetheless.
Okay.
So I scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ended up on 13. Yeah.
It's like if you can make somebody use recalibration matrix from against a toad attack, this is the I think you cannot reach much more in MCP, right?
Yeah, it was peak MCP. Also, the one shot on Thanos was only possible because Thanos was on 2 power, so he couldn't play recalibration matrix.
Yeah.
Because Pat was always quite liberal with his Black Panther leadership and rerolls dice, attack and defense dice. So he was actually kind of power starved. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Cool situation. You managed to bag the win, and I think you went undefeated into the finals, right? That season.
Yes. This was the final game of the into the top cut. Yeah. Defeat.
Top cut, and yeah, perfect. Well, thanks, Stefan. Thanks a lot for the situation. I hope it was interesting for the viewers again, how to solve or how to approach a certain situation within the game, which seems quite difficult to deal with, and to keep your cool and just analyze which steps need to be done in order to get out of the situation, or to put yourself in a more preferable situation for the next round. And yeah, it was very interesting. Thanks a lot, Stefan. And thanks a lot to all the viewers, and see you most probably next Tuesday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.